And now, introducing the new SneakyG Man store on SD. All you got to do, go on to SD, type in SneakyG Man store, and you could get your very own Are You My Malacca shirt, Samsung cell phone case, or just a cap or a beanie. Let's go Giants. Ow. Hey guys, I appreciate you wanting to enjoy the show. First, I got to give a couple shout outs. First off, I want to give a shout out to dresscomfy.com. She has the latest and greatest for SneakyG Man merch. So please, check it out. dresscomfy.com. Also want to give a shout out to 3 a.m. Water Hydration for the go-getters. Natural spring water. Go get it. Now let's go do the damn thing. Before we do the damn thing, I got to give a shout out to George's Trophies, aka Sergeant M replica trophies. Guys, Father's Day coming up soon. This is the perfect gift. Matter of fact, this is the perfect gift for any occasion. I mean, who wouldn't want a replica Super Bowl trophy of their team? The team that got the ultimate prize, the Lombardi Trophy. So when you get a chance, go to his Facebook page, George's Trophies, a.k.a. Sergeant M's Replica Trophies. Now, we gonna do the damn thing.
You're listening to Make It Count, the SneakyG podcast on Northeast Streaming Sports.
Is this thing on?
It's your boy Stefan, a.k.a. SneakyG.
Yeah. Lyrical assassin.
Let's go Giants! Ow! What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Stefan, a.k.a. SneakyG. Man, what a difference a week makes. You know, look, first off, those that don't know, I was there Sunday night or Sunday afternoon watching the Giants in their second biggest comeback in team history. It was a historic day, and it is a historic day to be a Giants fan. I can't tell you how proud I am of my guys. Falcons, sorry we didn't get to meet up. I appreciate you being on the show. Big Blue Feet, I see you, man. What's good? Come on now, coming back from a 20-0 deficit. And Danny, you know what it is. You know what it is. Now, I want to talk about the game, and then of course I'm gonna put the link out, and I'm gonna let you guys give me your 2 cents. For anybody, and I do mean anybody, that says they hate football, or that we barely won the game. You know what? I said they hate football because I saw what you said, X, and I said that anyway. I digress. All right, let me back up real quick. Let me start over. For anyone that says that we barely won the game, for anyone to say that we lost to a team that's tanking, did your mom not hold you enough when you was a child? Is there so much negativity in your world that it has to creep into ours? Just because we have a moment of excitement, of enjoyment, don't take that away from us. Because you know what? You can say what you want A win is a win, and I'm going to take it. Hold on a second. I tried to pull this up before it got to all right. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, box scores. I want to come out and just let me do this real quick. Okay, so this is the deal. Hold on. Let's see. What did Gabe say? Gabe says we should have played better against that team, though. Sneaky. That is a fact. It was sure exciting, though, the way it happened and all. Look, we won, Gabe. We won. We should have played better the week before. And we know how that turned out. No one is going to shit on my parade. I'm sorry. I'm going to tell you. I got a lot of love for you, Gabe, but I'm going to tell you right now, of course we should have played better. But the thing is, we played better towards the end. You, out of all people, know that play football, or anybody that played football, it's not how you start, but how you finish. Bottom line. We started off crappy. You know it. It is what it is. But you know what? We finished with the win. That's all that matters at the end of the day. I don't care if it was 30-31. We won the game. That is it. That's all that matters. That is all that matters. So obviously, I'm going to go into a little detail real quick. Arizona scored, in the first quarter. They had 13 points in the second. Danny, we're not going on this. We're going to San Francisco after the show. Not yet. We're gonna milk this. We're gonna milk this win today. Okay. Then we came back in the second half and scored 14 points to their 8. And then we put up 17 points in the fourth quarter to take the game. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, the energy in San Francisco or in Phoenix. First off, that stadium is gorgeous. I'm going to tell you that right now. That Arizona Stadium with what is it called? Globe Life. It is beautiful. There is not a bad seat in the house. Okay. However, when the person in front of you stands up, you're going to have to stand up, right beside him. TC, I know who you are now. And I knew it. Anyway, State Farm. Thank you. State Farm. Yeah, State Farm Stadium. It is a beautiful stadium. If you haven't been, you got to go check it out. Food is not that expensive. Tickets was not that expensive. Actually, the closer we got to the game, time of the game, the prices were dropping. I'm like, dang, I should have waited until the last minute until I got my tickets, because I got my tickets like a couple months ago. But anyway, I digress. I know week 1, y'all were booing in the stadium. If I was there, I probably would have done the same thing. The bottom line is, like, we were all in shock. And the first off, it was a Giants home game. There was rarely, there were some Cardinal fans there. I get it. But it was mainly bleeding red and blue. Oh, it was, and I'm not talking about Arizona red either. I'm talking about Giants red. And then you had the Giants red and white jersey. I had my little white throwback on. It was awesome seeing the family, if you will. It was a beautiful sight. And we honestly, okay, this is what my impression of was the game was. It was the tale of two different teams. I'm talking about the Giants now. I'm not talking about the Cardinals I'm talking about the Giants. The first half, we did not look like we had a plan. We looked confused. Jones didn't look like, he didn't know what he was doing. Guys were wide open. It just looked horrible. We looked so bad. I stood up and I said, why? I yelled out, why? We are too good to look this bad. And the dude turned around and said, you're right. We're too damn good to be this bad. To me, this was the worst half. And I know we played 2 halves the week before, but to see it in person, it was embarrassing. And I'm a pop. My glasses always half full, but this was embarrassing. But I kept hope alive. I'm like, you know what? Everybody was like, what do you think? What do you think, Steve? What do you think? Oh, no, we good. We good. It's a long game. And the Cardinal fans was chirping. Chirp, 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 chirp. They were chirping. Then the second half came. Then I'm going to say it. And I hope it don't cause no. Dable was calling the plays. I'm just gonna say what it is. He had the play sheet out. Maybe he was talking back and forth with Slivka. I don't know. But something had to be done. I'm not saying it's the coordinator's fault. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying something had to be done. And Dable, being the head coach that he is, he took charge. And he had to. And then then that shot that Jones took, finally got the ball to Hyatt a couple times. Jones looked totally different from the first and the second half. Completely different player. The man threw for 321 yards. Top five in week 2. Yeah, he threw the pick, but that kind of came off of Barkley's hand. All right. For the second week in a row. Defensively, we couldn't stop a cold in the first half defensively. I don't know what they changed defensively in the second half, but it worked. And I'm gonna tell you right now, it was great because I took yesterday off when I came home. When I got home, we got home about 11 something. I didn't sleep. I barely slept a couple hours before because we left early Monday morning. And let me put the link out. Put the link out here. Guys, I hope you're ready to jump on because I want y'all to. We'll talk about everything today. Let me look at the box scores. Okay, we got over 127 yards rushing, 2 tugs. Like I said, Daniel threw for over 300 yards. 321 to be exact. We got sacked 3 times. Total yards 439 to Arizona's 379. We had 9 penalties, which is not good. We were 7 for 12. That's not bad. 7 for 12 in the 3-point conversion. We were 1 for 1 on fourth down conversion. Big Blue Feed. Long time no seek, man. Oh, you ready to go in? You're ready to go in.
Put me in, Dable. I'm ready. How's it going? It's been a while.
Yeah. Oh, you're letting the hair grow out too. That's what's up.
Oh, I haven't cut it in 5.5 months. Yeah, I got the wind coming out of my neck now. So it's going well.
So tell me, first off, it's good to see you. It's been a minute.
It has, yeah.
Anything new going on in your world?
Well, I got my own place.
Okay.
Yeah. Filled with Giants gear. Filled.
Gotta be. Yeah.
Oh yeah. New York. Everything. It's all decked out with Giants and Yankees. It's been good. It's been good. It's been going good. But I'm gonna start to come back on here more. I've been a little bit busy, but I'm back.
Oh, of course. Hey, you know what? Life, man. Life. No worries.
Oh, for sure.
So let's talk about Sunday. Let's talk about Sunday.
Great finish. Great finish. Not whole game, but the finish is what matters the most, and that's what made the game great for me.
Now, did you notice a different type of feel in the second half? Like, I don't know. I mean, I for me personally, I don't want to answer the question for you, but I pretty much am. I noticed a different type of tempo with the team in the second. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, of course, because of the outcome of the game and how much the team changed offensively and defensively from the first half and the second half. I mean, I think it said, I remember saying since 1950, this is the biggest comeback this team has had since it's been established. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know what Dable did in that locker room to those guys, but he put something into their head, and they produced all that onto the field, put up 17 unanswered points in the fourth quarter, and came out with a big win. But they did something and came out with a great win. So
Yeah, this is a huge win for us. Obviously, we got a big one this Thursday. We're not going to really talk about that until because I probably have a day. I probably do the show while the game is on. So, but anyway, the situation with Thibodeau, and I know Danny he asked about it. So your thoughts on the whole Thibodeau situation. I believe he's upset on how he's being used in the defense. What are your
He's
thoughts?
kind of been quiet. He's kind of been quiet on that defense. I feel like they're not using him the right way, or kind of like Danny said, how he kind of like wants to be used. Because I haven't heard his name been brought up too much during the game and off the field as well. But I just don't think he's particularly happy with his defensive role with the team right now. But hopefully that can change sometime soon for the team. Well, for him really, but I know he's a great player, and I watched him in college, and he's a good pass rusher. He really is a great player, but I think they just need to use him a little bit differently.
I think he said it best. I read a small thing of what he said was a lot of what he does may not show up in the stats. Because he is a disruptor, and teams still have to plan for him, regardless on what he's contributing or what people may perceive him not to contribute. And I looked at his stat chart. I think right now he only has like 1 solo tackle and like 3 assist tackles. Look, but at the same time, he's disruptive. I saw it on the field. I mean, when quarterbacks see him, they get rid of the ball real quick. Dodson got rid of the ball quick when they saw Thibodeau. Now, I know there was a post out with people celebrating, and Thibodeau was on the other side, kind of by himself.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not going to perceive anything of that nature, unless it becomes more of a constant thing. But I saw him warming up. I saw him with his teammates. I saw him interacting, talking to them, high-fiving and whatever, laughing, whatnot. So, I don't know. I'm not going to read into anything. Okay.
And it's only week 2. We were just starting out. So you can't really say too much yet. It's kind of like, into the season, we lost 1, we won 1. We can't say, oh, we're going to be the best team in the league, we're going to be the worst team in the league. We based off of how we played against Dallas and then how we played last week. I mean, it wasn't great, but then how we finished, we put up a historic comeback, the biggest comeback in 70 years or whatever, since I think it was like November 19th, 1950. I forget what team it said it was, but that was the biggest comeback we've had since then in 70 years. So I mean,
I can definitely
I remember it being somewhere around that time. So I mean, We have San Fran Thursday. They're a tough team with a really, really tough defense. But I'm excited to see what we do against San Fran as well.
I will have okay. So the 220. So this is the second biggest deficit. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest deficit ever was down by 21 points. And you're right, that was in 1949 and 1945. Against one of them was ironically against the Chicago Cardinals at the time.
Yeah, I'm reading the
And
comments, and it's just
yeah, and then
don't
the
say
other
that.
one was against the Philadelphia Eagles in 1945. You know, we were there. We saw the game. You and I, we were there.
Oh yeah, yeah, I
1945.
remember that.
But you're right. Since 1950, this is the biggest comeback in team history.
Oh yeah, for sure. As
So,
far as like point margin, yeah.
yes,
But
point margin. Yes, yes. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna let you go. I do got some people in the backstage I want to bring on.
of course,
Always good to see you, bro.
of course, for sure.
Always
I'm
good.
definitely gonna be coming back more. It's been hella busy for a little while, so things are starting to get more chill. So I'll be back and better than ever.
Gotcha.
And you only do it on Tuesdays, right?
Well, Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Yeah, because I know for a period of time you weren't doing Thursdays. I forget why. I think you're
Either something was
game.
coming up or because of Nick's football games. But now I'm trying to get back to the constant Tuesday, Thursday, because now Nick is playing varsity now. So
oh, that's good. Yeah. I miss playing football in high school, man. I do. I miss it a lot.
Who you telling? And for me, it was like 30-some years ago. Who you telling?
But yeah, speaking of, are you still slinging that rock?
You know, I haven't been.
Yeah,
I haven't been.
I can't lie. I'm not. I haven't been either.
Yeah. I had a little injury to my forearm, then my shoulder, but now that everything's, knock on wood, a little duct tape and super glue goes a long way. So got to keep the old man together somehow, right?
Of course.
Well, I appreciate you, man. Let me hear one time, Big Blue Feed.
All right, let's go Giants. Ow!
Appreciate you, fam. Big good. Danny.
What's up, brother?
What's going on, man?
What's good?
Hey, I don't know. You tell me. How you feeling?
Glad we got this win, man. It was a great game, man.
Oh, man. It was.
I was actually at work. Like I was at work and and in the boarding area they had the TVs set up. So I was working my flight and at the same time watching the game. So I was like looking up and down. Like, but what I was saying in the second half, they just turned it up. They just turned it up, man.
Dad, I'm telling you, Dable was calling the plays, man. Dable was calling. I mean, I know now. I'm going to go to his press conference. Okay, he was like, when he was asked the question, were you calling the plays in the second half? He said no. He said we communicate back and forth. Now he did that for a reason. He did that to protect Kivka. Let's just call it like it is, because he's going for those head coaching jobs. Okay,
for sure.
And it would be bad if Kivka got those responsibilities taken from him.
Yeah.
So
he took a bullet for his boy.
He did.
Yeah.
And to me that says a lot. And again, I'm just guessing. I mean, I'm not saying that's what it is, but I'm just hold on. Angel says, why would he need to lie about that? Well, he was going to protect his guy.
Yeah, you gotta throw him on the bus. Like
Sneaky in the press conference, he said he didn't like the lies you tell. I mean, I'm just guessing. I get why someone would do that.
But you know what? I like the way Okereke is, bro.
Yes, I mean that whole offensive line was okay because it looks bad.
What do you say? Looks bad if he admits he took. Yep, there you go, TC. Exactly. I'm gonna put the link out again.
Hey,
So
did you
tell
check
me,
out? Did you check out a new music video?
yo, that music video was nice. You know what? And I so wish I was there.
Dude, you would have made an
So
appearance. You know that.
when was okay? Was that made week 1?
That was week 1. That was at the
That was week
tailgate.
1. Okay.
He was like, yeah, he was the artist was there and everything. He was like, yo, everybody who wants to be in the music video, come to the front. We're gonna, shoot some scenes and this and that. It all came together, and then
It looked good
imagine
though. It looked real good.
it looked good. I was
Yeah.
like, I was really impressed the way he did that. So I mean, yeah, we got our own anthem now, brother. So
Yeah,
which is
that's
good.
you know what, that's sick. And we're actually trying to narrow down some games that we're going to. And when I do, I'll let you know. And I'll I'm just looking forward to go see the family again. I'm just excited.
For sure.
So
Yeah, man.
give me some of your. Can you stick around for a little bit?
For sure. Absolutely.
Okay, but for now, give me some of your final thoughts, and then let me hear it.
On the Arizona game, or you want to
Everything.
Like I said, I like the way we fought back.
And anything but we're not talking about San Francisco yet. We'll wait for Thursday. But go ahead.
We'll wait for Thursday for sure.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I like the way we played. We fought back. We showed fight, more fight than we did in the first game. And we did like a whole 360. It was a whole different team that game, man. But I'm impressed the way we played.
Whole different everything.
It was like
different everything.
I'm like I didn't recognize that team. Like it was just like they were just scoring, and Hyatt. And I like the way Daniel and Hyatt are like linking together.
Mm-hmm.
I like that little combination. So I'm liking that. So let's hope for the best. Let's keep this momentum going.
Yeah.
To that next team. I'm not going to mention that next team yet.
I think it's fair to say we it's okay to set our standard, to have that expectation, to set our expectations high now. I'm not saying higher.
Ooh.
I'm just saying high. Just set it high.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, I mean, I like the way Daniel's playing so far. So he's showing grit.
Yeah.
He's showing grit. Definitely
Big
showing
time.
grit.
Big time. Let me hear one time, brother.
All right, brother. Let's go Giants. Out.
Stick around. Don't go anywhere. I got to bring somebody on real quick who has yet to come on the show. I think we talked a couple times on Facebook. Sully, what you got for me, man? What's up? What's up, fam?
Yo, what's going on, fam? It's G-Man Nation all day, every day to the
Every
last
day.
day.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, man?
You know what? I'm living, brother. How you doing?
Man, I can't complain. Same shit, different toilet. Just make sure I wipe my ass flush and wash my hands.
Right, exactly.
Pardon the language.
No, it's all good. Were you at the game this weekend?
Nah, man. Unfortunately, I live out here in Denver, Colorado, so I don't get to go to too many games. But trust and believe, I watched that entire game from start to finish. And as you can see, man, my beard is kind of lacking. I almost pulled some of it out watching that first half.
Right. Now you know about that. Are you in that group, that Denver group out there?
Yes, sir. I was I don't know if you saw the video, but I was the one holding the bullhorn when we got to drop our flag off over at the Vikings bar for that for that bet.
Okay. No, it is. As a matter of fact, if you can, give Winter a hug for me.
Most definitely. She's about to get married this weekend.
I do. Yeah, I didn't know it was this weekend, but I knew she was getting married, and I'm really happy for her. I'm really happy.
I am too, man. She's an awesome person, man. Getting our watch parties together and all of that up at the Occidental. So if anybody else, and if you don't mind, I'm gonna throw a quick plug.
No,
anybody else that's watching this, if you in the Denver metro area, come to the Occidental. You know what I'm saying? Link up with the Occidental. You know what I'm saying? We usually have some drink specials going. Nothing but Giants fans come through there. It's all love. It's all a great atmosphere. don't be afraid to bring your kids too. Love seeing the young G-Men fans out there also.
I'm gonna tell you, the time that I was in Denver, and I'm gonna add on to that plug. It was so welcoming to just have that environment. I was there when Mike Fink was there,
That was
and
back at the tavern.
yeah, that was at the tavern, yes, sir. And those unlimited mimosas.
Yeah.
There's a many unrememberable days there at the tavern, but good times. I mean, yeah, if you're in the DFW, if you're in the Denver metro, see, I'm in Dallas now, so I'm kind of DFW
It's all good.
mindset. But
Behind enemy lines, repping strong.
I live it every day, trust me. If you're in the Denver metro area, you gotta go. And where's it at now?
It's at the Occidental. I don't have the exact address. I have to look it up.
Just Google it, guys, and it'll show you the address.
And then also, if y'all not in the Facebook group, it is Big Blue Denver Crew. Big Blue Denver Crew.
And I think I'm in that group.
Yes, you definitely are.
I think I'm in that group for sure. I appreciate the love. I appreciate you coming on for the first time. So give me your thoughts about the game from beginning to end. Don't hold nothing back.
All right. So honestly, that first half, to me, I think they were still hungover from that cowgirl beatdown that we took. I'm not happy about it. You know what I'm saying? But it looked like they came out flat, like you said earlier, with no game plan. They came out like they didn't have no heart.
They looked confused.
Yeah, like they were still licking their wounds from last week. And nah, fam, we can't do that. We Giants. We on to the next one. So with that being said, again, like you said earlier, it definitely was a tale of two halves. And I will go so far as to say this: they need to put that boy Hyatt in the starting lineup. Like real talk. I said this before. Way back when we traded OBJ, yeah, I mean, like you took away the one weapon that made defenses play us honest, and they couldn't stack 8 in the box. We got that back with Hyatt. Let that young boy get out there, fly and eat. Because I mean that one play opened up everything.
Yo, let me tell you. I mean, I've seen some fast receivers. The dude took like maybe 12 steps. And he was like a gazelle.
Man.
Like his stride is so long, he don't look fast, but he is fast.
And the other thing I noticed too, and he may want to slow down just a bit, but he has to slow down to catch these passes. You know what I'm saying? So imagine if he slows down just a bit and catches that ball in stride. Them DBs ain't catching him, man. He off to the races.
Or DJ just let it rip earlier and let him get under it.
Facts. Yes. Let him go. Let him go catch it. Yep.
Instead of a 5, do a 3-step and just let it rip.
As they say, throw him open. Let him go out there and hit it.
Yes.
Defensively, again, man, I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, for 6 quarters to be outscored 60 points, y'all letting teams put up 10 points a quarter. We can't do that. You know what I mean? So they gonna have to tighten it back up, get back in rhythm. They're gonna have to they're gonna have a come to Jesus moment. You know what I'm saying? And really figure out what their identity is going to be on that defense. I got to give props to the young rookies, in the defensive backfield. They holding their own. You know what I mean? They what was it? Hawkins only allowed one catch in 2 games. You know what I'm saying? Banks is still shutting folks down, locking them down. So I like how, they say the Hyatt is open 24/7. Banks are closed on Sundays, and the Hawk out there hawking.
Yeah. Well, for me, honestly, we need to find a way to get a sack. We now have 8 quarters without one defensive sack. And that does not scare anybody. I mean,
no, it don't.
And I say that because, we got Wink, who loves to blitz And they say he blitz all the time, and I was watching it. Maybe I didn't see it. I don't know, but maybe I know what I'm looking for when I'm seeing pressures putting on the quarterback. But the fact that we have not got a sack as of yet, this is the second week. There is some concerning, because if we're going to try and beat the Eagles, the Cowboys, the Commanders, if we're going to try and compete for just the division defensively, we got to do something.
Right.
We are getting interceptions. We did get interceptions,
But on
just,
top of that, man,
front four, we got to get a sack.
Yeah, and we need, and I know some folk is gonna jump on this, some won't, but I've seen from some of the plays that I've actually been able to fully watch, it looked like KT out there giving up on some of these plays. You know what I'm saying? It's like if he ain't getting straight to the quarterback, it's like, okay, I ain't gonna get there, so I'm just gonna half-ass it. Nah, man. Go 1,000%, 1,000% of the time, even if you don't get there, because you getting that pressure, even though you don't get there, may cause snacks, or I'm sorry, not snacks, decks, or you know what I'm saying, Leonard, you know what I mean, to be able to get to that QB, and it helps. Football is a complementary sport. So if everybody is doing their part and everybody is clicking all on one cylinder, you know what I'm saying, stuff will happen. The sacks will come. You know what I mean? The more interceptions will come. Fumbles will come. You know what I mean? It's you can't give up on a play just because you aren't able to produce the way you want to. You know what I'm saying? You still have to produce to a certain level to help the others on that line with you produce. You know what I mean? Or make that quarterback have pause. That way, if they decide to run that play again, oh no, I can't do that, because KT gonna be right here waiting for it.
Right. So I'll say this, in KT's defense, in Thibodeau's defense, the plays that I've seen him in yesterday's game, and I was watching him, I'm not going to say 100% of the time, but I was watching him, I'll say 80% of the time I was seeing what he was doing. He was putting some pressure on there. And to me, it didn't look like he was giving up. And trust me, if he was, I would agree with you 110%. But I can't, because from what I saw, he was trying. He was trying to get in there. And Tanya's right. The minute we got in there, we got penalties. Stupid penalties. Matter of fact, I think they took a sack away from us. It was a quarterback rush or a hit, pressure, whatever you want to call it. We hit the guy. It was I can't remember who it was that hit him. I don't know if it was not Flex. It was Dex. I think it was Dex that hit him, and they called roughing the passer. BS call. There was a couple of calls out there that I'm just like, and then they would do it on their end, and they don't call nothing. I'm like, so it was okay. Well, back on Thibodeau.
You already know the league don't want the empire to rise again, because they already know when the empire rises, the rest of the league is great.
Oh, it's a wrap. Yeah, it'd be a wrap. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm glad you came on.
Hey, man, thanks for having me.
Before I let you know, so I know you're new. Did you hear the outro from Danny?
Oh, already. Let's go Giants.
I appreciate you, brother. Be good. Hey, give everybody love out in Dallas, Denver for me. Please give everybody love for me.
Most definitely will, man.
I appreciate you, fam. Be good. All right. What do you want? You're muted. You muted yourself.
Oh, how about that?
What do you want? What do you want, Cisco? What?
I want to enjoy your show, man. I'm trying to support you, dog. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? Hearing the vibe, hearing what everybody got to say.
When you come in the backstage, I'm gonna bring you on, guys. If you don't know, this is my best friend. This is my guy, Cisco Ramos. We was kicking it this weekend. And he has a beautiful family.
Well,
Thank you. And yes, he wore a bright ass green shirt when he picked me up from the hotel.
And that had me dying because I didn't know what you were doing. You when you rolled the window down, I was like, okay. And he started talking, and I was like, okay. It cracked me up, man.
So you were at the game. We were at the game together. Our first NFL experience together as boys. Tell everybody the shit you were giving me in the first half. Go ahead. Just tell everybody.
It wasn't that bad. I'll just give you a look back, man. It wasn't like really impressive because I'm surrounded by Giants fans. Really, I didn't want to really start no mess with anybody. You know what I mean? Start talking all kinds of craziness. But you can see the sad faces around me. First half, you can see all the sad faces in the stands and stuff.
They were concerned faces. They weren't sad faces.
They look sad.
They were
to me.
concerned. They were very, very, very concerned.
All I say is the Cardinals didn't want it. Y'all capitalized, and second half, y'all brought it up.
And I want to ask you this and be honest with everybody. Did I ever not give up on my Giants?
No, shoot, I even got you, man. When it's like I said, everybody, y'all got hope. You got hope. Said always, and then everybody was saying, yeah. And then next thing you know, bam, hope prevailed.
Yeah.
It was good.
And
I wanted you to win because you came and visited, right? You seen the Arizona game. It would suck if y'all lost again, especially to the Cardinals. But I'm glad you got the win. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, it's a good deal there. A great win, really. You think about it. It was a good comeback.
Yeah, thank you.
So, I mean, the struggle was there. Y'all capitalized. Y'all came through.
So TC says Sneaky had to be awesome to watch the comeback live. It was freaking amazing. To see, first off, see our first touchdown of the year, Barkley, and then to see Jones kind of, scaddle-doodle in the end zone. And then just the comeback. And I honestly thought we were going to go for the touchdown, but that we decided to run out the clock. And I called it. I told you, I said, that's what they're doing. They're running out the clock to set up the Gano field goal. And yeah, man, it was one of those moments that I was just like, and I don't know if I told you this, but this was the second biggest comeback in team history that we witnessed.
Oh, no, I heard somebody talking about it earlier, like 70 years or something like that he was saying. Or
yeah, well, since 1950. Now, if you go team history, this was the second. The biggest point differential was 21 points. So
no.
That
game, they did 2-point conversion, right, to tie it up? I can't remember. Right? Or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
No, we didn't. No.
No. I think I'm thinking of the
No, we didn't. No. We because it was 21-28. We scored the touchdown. Hodges scores the touchdown, kicked the extra point, and then we got the ball back, and then we kicked the field goal with 10 seconds left. Was it 10 seconds left? Something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I wasn't watching that. No, I'm thinking.
so hold on. Let me bring on another Philly fan on here real quick. Positive Philly.
What's up, Sneaky? Yo, what's up, man?
Can you turn your camera on so my friend can see you?
Hang on.
So Cisco, this is Mike, aka Positive Philly. He's a Philly fan.
Right on.
He comes on the show a bunch of times. And Cisco, I would love for you to tell Mike what I got you for your birthday a couple years back. You don't have to, I mean, if you have it readily available, but just now, we grew up together. All right. I'm going to start off by saying that we grew up together.
Let's see.
Shit.
This, man. Okay, there we go.
That's nice, my guy.
Yeah, it was nice.
The Giants fan got you there. Wow.
I know. That's what I said. I was like, damn.
Wow.
And I think I posted it about it. See, right? I said the biggest
You did.
Giants.
Yeah, you did
ever.
post it. Yeah.
giving me the Eagles thing, and
Where's your flag? Where's the pennant?
Oh, I got it. So it's in another room.
Oh, okay.
Somewhere.
So, Mike, while he's looking at that or trying to find it, so what do you got to say? You guys are 2-0, right?
2-0, yes, sir. And fun fact, Sneaky, I'm sure you already knew this. The NFC East is the best division in all of football this year.
Yeah. There's the Super Bowl flag that
We're the only division that doesn't have a winless team. You believe that?
Yeah. Can you believe I got him that for his birthday?
Did it hurt purchasing that, Sneaky?
It's because you love me, man.
I mean, no, not at all. I'll be honest, not at all. Because like he don't really buy stuff for his squad. And I'm like, you gotta have this. Well, he didn't know it at the time, but I'm like, you gotta have this,
Right.
Probably never win another one again. So, you gotta have it.
58 Sneaky.
What
happened?
58.
Last year, shit. I don't know how we didn't win that, but that's another story, another time.
We're going back this year, Cisco. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Well, like I said, if we got 2-0 right now, ain't even really playing the game. We just playing right now. Wait till we start, people start sinking, executing better.
Listen, I'm going to be honest. So I got the Sunday ticket now from through YouTube TV, and I was watching that game, and I'm like, damn, Giants come back. If the Giants don't come back and win this game, like, y'all are down bad, and surprisingly they did. I mean, Jonathan Gannon's a horrible head coach. I think he'll be, obviously, as you know, as we all see, Cardinals are tanking for Caleb Williams.
I mean, everybody says that, but we don't know because let's be fair. They were playing hard the first half. I mean, they were playing hard the whole game. It just we just made that extra play that they did in the second half. I mean, to me, the Cardinals didn't even look like a team that was tanking. Because if they did, Nick, Cisco, did they look like they were tanking to you?
I thought they were going to carry the game, man. They had a good lead.
They were going to win the game.
What, 7-2 was y'all at 0 until I was like wondering how we're going to score.
We were down 20-0.
Yeah,
20-0.
Like, that's why everybody was sad. Everybody was sad in the crowd.
I'm like, when are we gonna, capitalize on anything? Like we did 3 and outs, and then finally, adjustments were made, and plays were being made. Finally got some execution down, and
the field was nice. The weather was feeling good in there in the stadium. It was like a nice stadium, everything. So
that's I'm telling you, that is a nice stadium.
It's like, dang, it's like
they call it State Farm Stadium.
I heard a lot of people say it's a beautiful.
It's a very nice stadium.
Yeah, so good.
Very nice.
Inside, but it was all cool inside.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It was it was nice.
You nervous for Thursday, Sneaky? I don't think you guys win. No disrespect.
Say what?
So are you nervous for Thursday? I don't think you guys win.
We're not talking about Thursday yet, Mike. We're enjoying Sunday.
We are playing San Francisco, right?
Yeah, we're playing San Francisco.
Yeah.
Well, I think the Giants are still here.
Y'all aren't going to be able to.
Yeah, they're still on the West Coast.
Where are you from, Cisco? You from the West Coast?
I'm here in Phoenix right now, but I'm an Army brat, man. I'm from everywhere. But me and Steve, we go way back from high school. That's where I moved to Sierra Vista over there. That's how I know, we've been friends for over 30 years. So, but my whole family, wife, everybody, Philly.
How you become an Eagles fan? Your whole family from the area?
Yeah, they're from Philly over there. So it's like,
cool.
I've always been like a McNabb fan and everything like that. That's how I really got into the Eagles aspect. I always followed the quarterback perspective. So there's only so many quarterbacks I liked in my growing up in my life. Joe Montana, Brett Favre, and then Donovan McNabb. So, those are the only ones. But yeah.
Cisco, I'll say Cisco actually made me a better quarterback because we always competed against each other on our street
ball,
and made it fun.
Yeah,
So
You probably didn't have any fun until I moved there. To be quite honest, right?
no, we had fun
Yeah.
without you. We had a lot of fun without you, Cisco.
Oh, okay.
You know, Chris was your favorite tight end.
Europe.
You know, remember Chris? He was your favorite tight end on your. You know, when we would play.
Oh yeah, tight end. Very tight.
So you showing off your tattoo? What?
I was saying, show yours like the whole.
Yeah,
Is it? Oh,
it's
cool.
it's almost the same, but not really.
What's that? So
Yeah, it's one of yeah. It has our one way it says family, and the other way it says our last name. So
No, for
his
real.
last name and my last name. Yeah,
yeah.
That's sick.
yeah. There's a couple of us that have them.
Boy, this
You
camera's
know.
off.
Yeah. All my idea. But anyway, we'll move on. We'll move on.
Right. Right.
So Mike, give me some of your final thoughts, man. What do you got?
You know, it's the Eagles. You know, they're showing it right now, but haven't looked the best. We could have been playing better than we've been playing, but you know, we got the Bucs Monday night. I'm not really, you know, I don't really like the fact that we have 2 back-to-back night games like we do, but you know, it is what it is, and yeah, I'm ready to go through now.
Wait, didn't y'all play Thursday?
Yeah.
So you went from Thursday to play on Monday?
Yeah.
That's a lot of time off.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah,
It's good, but you know.
I mean, it's good, yeah, but don't get me wrong. But I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
that's a lot of time off. But you know,
well, time to reflect on the film and where they need to capitalize and fix things. Because think about it, man, let's be honest. I mean, yeah, they won, but it's not like they played really great. You know what I mean? So it's time to reflect on all the film and things that need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably Monday Night Football too. At that, it's probably.
All right, let me bring. Look, we're gonna make this a Philly heavy
Sneaky
segment, and
What up,
then we'll move on. I'll go on with my life.
Sneaky.
So anybody that's in the backstage, please hang on. I got you, Dash. I see you, Gabe. Don't go anywhere. X, I see you.
What's up, Sneaky?
And Danny, you're still laying in the cut. Don't go anywhere. Oh, and EMAC, I see you too.
What's up?
Hold on, I'm going to bring up some comments real quick.
Sneaky, isn't Emac the dude that doesn't even think the Eagles are going to make the playoffs?
A lot of people think
But wait a minute. Let's remember my
better take
my
that up with the
bet that I
Cowboys.
made, and I believe Positive was in this as well. That
Say
I
what?
said the Chiefs were going to take a step down.
They are.
Yes, remember I said that, Sneaky.
I still don't think that's going to happen. I mean, again, but at the same time, you gotta define what do you mean by step down? Are they not making the playoffs?
No,
Because I know we talked about this last week, and I just want to clarify that.
Okay, so
are you saying they're not making the playoffs?
I think that they won't go to the Super Bowl and they won't make the playoffs.
Whoa.
Well, if you don't make the playoffs, you're not going to make the Super Bowl.
Yes, okay. They make the playoffs, but they're not going to the Super Bowl.
That's how I feel.
That's how I
Okay,
feel,
so now are they going to make it to the conference? Now, what round are you saying that they're going to be eliminated in?
First round, exit. See ya. Bye.
So first round meaning wild card or divisional, because they could get the top seed.
All
So
right.
you're saying right now
Okay.
they're going to be knocked out in the first round.
Yeah.
Are they going to have the home game or are they going to be the away team?
They'll probably have the home game and they'll choke.
Okay, so they'll win their division, right? So I just want to get clear. So you're saying they're going to win their division, have the home game in the wild card round, but they're not going to. That's it.
That's it. Yep.
Okay. All right. Okay. So hold on. Let's see. Robbie Van, we got to give Jones time to throw the ball so he doesn't got to run for his life like Floyd Mayweather. You can't make great decisions in 2 seconds and then barely enough have time to screen the field.
That's what opened the game up, was when he started moving around. So
yeah, I agree. I mean, I think that fake handoff, and then when he ran it into the end zone, that was a huge play. The Giants.
I can't believe you won, Sneaky.
Huh?
I said I can't believe you won.
Believe it, because if you believe it, it will happen, and it did.
But let me just say this to Positive and Cisco. I will be there Christmas Day to watch the Eagles take a pounding on the Giants.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
What I mean by taking a pounding on the Giants,
take a pounding, all right.
I mean,
like
an ass whooping is what I mean.
Well, I
I
mean,
know what you meant.
visited, right? We saw the game. Well, I went to Dallas and we saw the game, and there were the Eagles and Giants playing. And that didn't turn out so good either.
Say what now?
When I came to visit up in Dallas, we watched the game, the Giants and the Eagles.
Why you have to bring up old shit? That was like last year. That was like 6 years ago, Cisco.
What football is about, man, is bringing up old shit.
How do you think the Phillies? Not the Phillies. How do you think the Eagles do this week? Positive.
I think we'll win. Yeah.
Do you think?
So Ivan says the Cowboys will sweep the Eagles.
No, I'll make that bet that they won't.
They're going to split.
They're going to split.
Listen, Sneaky, let me ask you a question, okay?
Yeah, let's hear this.
And we all got NFC. We're all NFC East fans. We can all agree with this, okay?
Right.
So much hype about the Cowboys right now. They beat you guys last week, then they beat the Jets.
Right.
Yeah, they're 2-0. Are they probably going to be 3-0 after the next week because they play the Cardinals? Yes, but it starts off the same every year. They get they're on a hot streak, and then in their midseason Cowboy form, they're going to maybe make the playoffs. It's going to be the same. What is it, Sneaky? 29 years in county. You agree with what I'm saying? Like, they're being overhyped just to flop in the midseason and do their same regular postseason shit they always do. You know what I'm saying?
I think the best way to settle it is when you guys play each other. I mean that's the only thing I got to say.
I'm even saying from a Giants fan perspective. Like, you understand what I'm saying?
Like, I don't know what it is, man. Everybody, it's like with the Cowboys, right? The Giants play the Cowboys, Eagles play the Cowboys. Everybody's saying Cowboys. You know what I mean? It's just like they're just really the rival.
Listen, we got it. We honestly got to face reality. Are they going to win another Super Bowl at some point? Probably. Is it going to be with Dak Prescott? I don't know.
Probably. I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball, but I'm going to say no.
So, what do you think the deal is with Barkley? Do you think he plays or no?
Well, he's a game time decision.
He's out.
If it was he's not out for 3 weeks.
Since when?
You guys paid him all this money.
And we did not pay him all this money. We only paid him a 1-year contract.
1-year contract, right?
And it was the guaranteed, or it wasn't a tag contract, but it was a tag contract.
I thought he was out. And
the thing,
I thought he was out for 3 games.
No. Well, right now he's a game time decision because he said he felt incredibly better today than he did yesterday. And even Dable, if you go to, well, you probably won't, but even Dable said in his last press conference,
I don't care
that he's a game time decision. So
I honestly, listen, for you guys, and as an NFL fan, I obviously hope he plays to make it a good, more competitive game. But I'm not going to I'm not going to do research on all the Giant stuff.
Sully, I hear you, man. As long as the Cowboys have Jerry Jones as an owner GM, they will never win another championship. And he is still the only owner that has ever fired a 2-time back-to-back Super Bowl winning.
You're right.
So that's kind of
like I said, the Eagles were probably going to win this week. Then we got Tampa. Tampa don't scare me at all.
Well, I'll tell you what, guys. Go ahead and give me your final thoughts because I need to bring up some Giant fans real quick. Billy, you go first. Give me your final thoughts, man. What you got?
All right, so like I said, Sneaky, it's going to be a tough one for you. I think you, like I said, you play great. Hopefully, Barkley plays. Like I said, just remember that if I'm right with the Mahomes thing, that Hurts is better than Mahomes, I'm going to come on the show and be like, I proved you wrong, Sneaky.
Okay.
And like I said, Eagles on top, baby. Let's go, Giants. Out.
Appreciate you. Mike, you go next. What's up?
Hey, Sneaky. I'm right there with Billy. Unfortunately, I don't think you guys are going to get the dub on Thursday night, but it's going to be a good game. If Saquon plays, it's going to be a lot. It's going to be.
I love how you guys are worried about us.
It's going to be competitive.
You haven't said nothing about the game you're playing against Monday night. Y'all worried about us.
Yeah,
but go ahead. Just go ahead. Continue.
We're playing against the Bucks. You're playing against the Niners.
Okay, then say you're going to beat the Bucks. Why are you worrying about what we do?
We'll beat the
Focus
Bucks.
on your team.
The Niners are going to beat you.
Okay, you're worried about us. Go ahead. Continue.
But yeah, always like coming on and talking with you, bashing the Giants.
And I do appreciate you. You know I'm gonna bash shit out of your Eagles.
I keep saying this, Sneaky. I'm not gonna have a Merry Christmas, Cisco. I tell him every time. How many times
and you know the funny thing is, Mike, I forgot. Cisco, every time a new Eagles fan comes on, you have to get baptized.
Dude, come on.
You have to get baptized. I forgot. I can't believe I did the audience of my show a disservice by not baptizing you. Welcome to the show, Cisco.
Yeah, he's baptized.
And just so you know, that's not a donut. That's not a chocolate flavored donut.
You've probably seen the pictures.
What was the reasoning behind that, though? I don't know the whole backstory. Why did he do that?
his friend, his homeboys told him to. That's why.
Well, they ain't friends then.
I know, right? Can you imagine me telling you, do it, Cisco? Do it for the vine. Do it, bruh. Do it.
Okay, that's great.
That's alcohol and all that shit.
Can you imagine homeboy waking up that next morning? He'd be like,
"Go Birds, SneakyG."
Man, my mouth tastes like
girl or a wife or whatever. Ain't no one, it's like, damn.
I'm good, Sneaky.
I'm with that mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Like, it's a bit nutty.
Sneaky, I'm good to go.
Right, let me hear it one more time, Mike. Because I was talking and you were being rude, but let me hear it one more time.
Go Birds. Let's go Giants. Out.
Okay. Yeah. Why is my mouse? Why does it? Did I eat some shit?
That's not even if he's doing it for the Eagles or it's just a person in general got mental issues doing stupid shit like that. To be quite honest,
they were cheering him on. Cisco, go ahead and just Google Philly fan eats horse poop. Well, yeah,
me too. This is terrible.
I mean, I could put it on. I could share my screen.
You can't judge it all just off of one person or one individual.
Cisco,
terrible.
If you put horse feces in your mouth, I'm going to judge you.
Yeah,
I'm telling you right now, this is not normal.
What is this guy doing? Is he on social media? Have you found him or
no? They were egging him on.
You should find that guy.
Why do I want to give him a tic tac?
You should tell him, hey, like, what was you thinking, and what's the aftermath? Like, what's the after effect? He
was thinking, we won the Super Bowl. I'm going to do some crazy stuff that's going to haunt me for the rest of my life.
Yeah, give you bad breath for life too. Jeez,
and he bought a horse. Daddy in the private chat, he said he bought a horse.
You really find that. Bring him on your show. It's like really like bring him on the show and be like, hey man, like
even if he comes on my show, I gotta make sure he has a tic tac because I'm sure it can come through the mic and I'll be like, bruh, I can smell it.
Terrible.
Look, I gotta tell you, it was good. It was good to hang out with you, man. The kids, but I'm not gonna say too much, but the kids love the gift. Thank you for that. And thank you for getting lunch for us when we arrived. And you should have told me ahead of time because then I would have got the filet mignon.
You actually came out. It was a fun time. Obviously, we could do it again. Like I said, make it a thing, right? Figure something out. Maybe when the Giants and the Eagles play, somewhere we go or whatnot, and we'll see next year or whatever the case may be.
We can meet up at MetLife.
Yeah.
Because I don't know about me going to Philly.
Go NFC.
That'd be a whole different experience. But Let me hear one time, Cisco.
I do it for you, man. Let's go Giants. Ow.
I appreciate you. Have a good one, man. Later.
All
Oh, that was funny. That's my guy, though. That is my guy. I want to go back to a comment real quick that I saw in the beginning of the show. And it's funny there was no show after the ass beat down from Dallas. There were different, there were different because they played a team with no defense. Ha ha. Did I tell him? Did I tell him? Should I tell him that there was a show Tuesday? Did I tell him that? I think it's a good time for me to plug my own, YouTube channel. Because if you go to YouTube and go to, was it 207 or 208? I think it's 207, episode 207. Yeah, they're good, buddy. There was an episode. You had your chance. You had your time to shine. And you chose to be a no-go. Gabe.
What's up, Sneaky?
What's up, man?
How you doing?
How
man?
you doing?
Man, I'm doing good. I mean, apparently we're not supposed to talk about San Fran, but I guess
not right now. I mean, we got Thursday.
I mean, I turned the page this morning. Once the Giants came out and they were starting to prep, and they were starting to prep for San Fran, I said, I'm done. I'm turning the page. We're on to San Fran.
I'm gonna milk this
because it's a short week. It's a short week.
Right. No, I get you.
If it was a longer week, I would wait till tomorrow. If it was a longer week, I'd wait till tomorrow. I'm going. Actually, to be fair, tomorrow is when I'm like, okay, now we're focusing on, because I'm not in the prep. I'm not in the game planning. So I can milk this. Yeah, that's true.
As long as I can. So because to be fair, last week I waited until Wednesday afternoon. That's what I usually do. It's a shorter week this week. But for me, even though it's a shorter week, and we have San Fran on Thursday, but tomorrow's Wednesday, I'm gonna still rock with this. Now, I know you were saying we should have played better in your comments.
That's facts. That's not.
I cannot argue with that. We played horrible.
Oh, but let me get this straight. After the win, I was singing "We back in the New York groove." I was hyped. I was so hyped. I was so hyped after the win. I mean, it was exciting. It was a good, I mean, I'm gonna be completely honest, and I'm sure this is for the best. I had a meeting the whole first half of the game, so I missed I watched the first drive or two, and then I was just checking the score. And I was appalled the whole first half when I was checking. I mean,
okay. So let me stop you right there, right? Okay, you said you were appalled, and you were just checking the score.
Yeah,
you didn't even. I mean, imagine seeing the play.
Yeah, I'm sure.
That's
why I'm saying I'm sure it was for the best.
It was horrid.
Oh yeah.
We looked confused. We looked. We didn't look like we had a plan, and that goes for offense and defense. It was just atrocious. And you know me, my cup is always half full.
Yeah.
I'm always come on, guys, the next play. No, I'm sitting here like, what the F are we doing?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you heard me in the beginning of the show, but I yelled out, why?
Yeah.
Why? We're too good to be this bad. It don't make sense.
Did the Giants get booed off the field at halftime?
Giants? Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Listen. I first of all, there were a lot of takeaways I had from that game, and it really starts with the pass rush. And I'm really starting to build some frustration with this pass. I am really starting to get pissed off at this pass rush because.
Okay, so now we're going to defense.
Yeah,
I'm starting on first half. We couldn't stop a cold.
Oh yeah, I know.
We couldn't stop anything.
And personally, I think it's the pass rush's fault. I think the rookie corners have been somewhat decent. To be honest, I think they've been, I haven't seen any film from them that's atrocious. I haven't seen Banks has been pretty solid on the outside. I saw a stat today that he's on pace to allow less yards than Sauce Gardner did last year. So,
Right. Yeah.
he's been pretty on top of it. And, Hawkins has been pretty good on the other side as well. This pass rush is atrocious. You have Leonard Williams, who is a top paid non-quarterback, who is not getting any pass rush and barely doing anything in the run. You have Dexter Lawrence, a top 5 paid defensive tackle, who, yes, he's been doing decent, but not worth the $25 million a year we're paying him now. And then you got a not even first round, a number 5 overall pick allowing that only got one pressure that whole game against a terrible offensive line. That is unacceptable. That is unacceptable. You are the 5th overall pick. That is unacceptable. If you are a 5th overall pick, you are supposed to be top of the top. You are supposed to be, going into your second year especially, you should see improvement. Guess what? I see giving up. That's what I see. I see Kayvon Thibodeau giving up on plays. Unacceptable. And then he says today, oh, well, the stat sheet doesn't tell the whole story. I agree to that to a certain extent, but you are the number 5 overall pick. You should be having sacks on that quarterback, and you should be at least getting tackles.
So shout out Sully. He came on a few minutes ago, and he also proclaimed that Thibodeau was giving up on some plays.
Wink even says he gives up on plays. Wink even says that.
Now, I will say this. And TC, I see your comment. I'm going to share it with here in a sec. I didn't see that in the Cardinals game. Okay, now again, to be fair,
he had no pass rush. Pass rush.
Well, hold on. I'm going to get to that too. The times that I saw Thibodeau, I did not see him give up on a play. Now, I'm not saying, Wink can see the film. He can go back and forth. Okay.
Yep.
And he is a better judge at, his actions, right? Of how he pursues the pressure of the quarterback. Now, I say that to say this. As a whole, the defensive front, and I mentioned this to Sully. Sully, he was the first one that came on a few minutes ago. We have no sacks. Are you getting yelled at?
No, I'm good. I don't got school tomorrow, so I'm chilling.
Oh, okay. I saw you put it on mute. Normally, you didn't yell at me. Anyway, we had no sacks. We have no sacks in the 8 quarters of football.
And the other thing, Sneaky, is that D-line, 3 of the 4 members of the starting defensive line are first-round draft picks. Leonard Williams was a first-round draft pick by the New York Jets. Dexter Lawrence was a first-round draft pick by us. And Kayvon Thibodeau was not even just a first-round draft pick. He was the number 5th overall pick. That is 3. And when Aziz is healthy, he was a pretty high second-round pick, I believe, who also
Aziz didn't play, though.
No, he did not play. So I'm not blaming it on this past year. I'm not.
As a matter of fact, I wanted a selfie from him, and he didn't come over to. Anyway, I digress.
Yeah, no. It didn't. No, that doesn't matter this past game. But even the game before, he didn't look great, and he needs to stay healthy. Please, for the love of all things holy, can he start staying healthy? But I mean, that's where it starts. The line of scrimmage is where it starts, and I mean, I think Carl Banks, if I'm not mistaken, posted this team needs to learn how to tackle. I mean, it is not. It starts on the line of scrimmage, and for what looks like a solid defensive line, if not, pretty great or a pretty good defensive line, on paper has just shown nothing so far, and it's only week 2. But when you're going against a team like the Cardinals, you would like to see a better
I'm gonna add on. Ant just came on. Let me add Ant real quick. Hold on. Oh, well, he was there. Okay.
That's where it start. That's where my frustrations start with this, and I shouldn't say frustrations because we just won a game, but I think we're going against. I know we're not supposed to talk about the Niners, but the Niners are a hell of a task for this team. I mean, hell of a task compared to what we just played on Sunday, and everything has to be firing on all cylinders, and that's going to include the pass rush getting to Brock Purdy, who's still a younger quarterback in this league. So I just like to see the pass rush improve. That's all I'm saying, is that pass rush needs to improve if we want to play hard on Thursday night. That's what I'm trying to get to here. And Xavier McKinney, like, he needs to start making some plays. I would like to see him start making some plays. He wants a big deal. He wants a big contract. Like, show me you want it. Show me that. I mean,
So McKinney right now, he has a combination of, oh shoot, why did I do that?
I'm pretty sure he has a couple tackles. I know he had a good tackle in the Cowboys game, I believe.
Well, it showed he had like 11 combined, but that was like 7 assisted and 4 solo tackles.
Well, he got dog walked by Dobbs Sunday.
He got what?
Dog walked by Dobbs when so the play where Dobbs, was it Dobbs or Dobbins?
Dobbs.
So when Dobbs ran that, it was like a 20-yard touchdown. And Xavier McKinney, first of all, this part of it pissed me off more than him not making the tackle. He waited for him at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
Like he was waiting. He was waiting for the contact to come to him. He didn't run into it.
Exactly.
Yeah, unacceptable. And like this idea that Xavier McKinney's going to get this huge contract after this year, BS. I mean, really, he had a good year under Patrick Graham. What was that, his second year?
Yeah.
And since then, I don't think he's looked as good as he has since that year. I mean, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but
I think part of it has a lot to do.
I thought he had a decent year last year before his injury.
Before his injury, that's my point. It's like, I mean, and I think were you saying that part of it's that Patrick Graham runs a different scheme than Wink, or what?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Always a little bit of something, you know what I mean? Because you got to think you're coming off of one scheme. It's just like the same thing with Daniel Jones. Like you kind of partially have to give him, a little bit of slack because of what he's been through. Well, it's the same thing when you're changing coordinators and you're changing assistant coaches and stuff like that. You got to get used to stuff. But again, like, I don't know what woke this team up. And the thing that scares me the most is, can we be just that good? Or is it that we finally played above the team we were playing? Because the way they came out in the second half, it looked great, don't get me wrong, but it leads me back to the first half. Then why were you so bad? It's so hard to go from nothing, which is what they gave in week 1, and the first half of Sunday, and then all of a sudden you're a juggernaut in the second half. Like,
right.
Well, it goes down to what the hell did Dabs say to them in the at halftime? Dabs, whatever.
Yeah.
What the hell did he say to him, to the team in the locker room at halftime?
I'll tell you right now, it's something really vulgar and really, like, he probably challenged every one of them, and that's probably what they. Because when they interviewed him the next day, they asked him, and he goes, I basically told him, he gave the cliche freaking responses.
Yeah.
Before he did that, his exact words were, "I'm not going to go into that. That's in house."
Yeah.
But he chewed them the fuck out.
Oh yeah.
I'm not convinced on the whole Kafka gave up the play calling to Dabes in the second half. They interviewed Jones today and asked him about that, and I think he's 100% on point, and I don't think he's lying. He goes, "I have an offensive-minded coach. I have an outstanding offensive coordinator." He goes, and the good thing about it is they bounce off of each other. So one wasn't calling the play. They were.
On that, it's been a hot topic, and kind of what I have concluded is I think, yes, Dabes was more hands-on in the second half than he was the first half in the offensive play calling, because you see he had that play sheet out, and he did not have that play sheet out during Dallas. And he can say, "Oh, I always have a play sheet with me." Never has it out like he did in the second half. And he also was it looked like he was communicating a lot more. Shout out Justin Penick, Talking Giants, posted kind of like a video breaking
I saw that.
down.
Yeah, that was a good piece.
And
that was a really good piece that Justin put out there. And I'm going to say this too. When I saw the beginning of the second half, I saw Coach with the call sheet, and I told Mama Boss, I'm like, "Is he calling plays? And then to Tanya's point, she says, Sneaky, do you think Dabs will take over play calling again, depending on how the game goes? I wouldn't be surprised.
And the word is over. I don't think he did. I think he basically gave. So again, I believe Daniel Jones in this aspect.
Daniel Jones looked like he was lying through his teeth though on that. I'm not gonna lie.
You know what? And I didn't see I'm sorry, Ant. I just want to just let my point of view. I didn't see Daniel's press
It was
conference.
on the K Adams. It was on the Up and Adams show on K Adams show.
And
but he looked like he was lying through his teeth. I'm not gonna lie.
What was the question and what was his answer? I know you're not going to give me word for word, but some.
He said, "Did Dabes take over the play calling?"
And what did he say?
He said
he was like, "Yeah,
the plays off of each other. They come together and call out plays." I think they did the same thing in the second half, but I think Dabes took more of the reins. I don't doubt that, but I still think they bounced plays off of each other.
Yeah, he said like basically what Ant said, but he gave a little chuckle in the beginning, and then he was like, look, it's Dable's offense that Kafka's calling. It's not Kafka's, it's Dave's offense. It's his offensive plan that Kafka's calling, and that
play at the right time.
Yeah. And I think it really, I don't think Dable would do that to Kafka where he completely takes away any control of the calling of the plays. I mean, you work all week with Kafka in your ear. You're not going to I don't think you can just completely change that mid-game, but I definitely do think Dable took more control of what the plays being called were.
You know, I'm going to push back. I think, and there's no problem with this. I think that it comes to a certain point. Look, when you get when you get skull drugged, the week before, 6 days before, and you saw throughout the game how pissed he was, how he just basically, we can argue and say that there was no second half adjustments, okay, because it didn't look like it, in my point of view. And you can almost tell in this game it was different. This game was different. He was not about to allow that to happen again. And I'm just going to say this, like, I could honestly say that, Coach Dable was like, hey, look, we got to get a spark. Because at the end of the day, it's on him. It doesn't matter, how bad the offense looks or defense, because ultimately the win or loss is going to the coach. And I can honestly see Dabs taking over, which is not a bad thing. I can honestly see that. And you can tell the difference in the way the team came out, the way the team attacked the second half, and Daniel's mindset the second. And I'm not saying that Kafka couldn't do that for Daniel in the first half. They didn't look confused. They looked like they had a game plan, and they looked like as though they knew how to attack the Cardinals defense.
Yeah. So Sneaky, are you team that Dable was calling plays the second half?
I think so. I think so.
So I think Justin might have said this as well. I think something even kind of more likely was that Dable would, while the play was happening, he would tell Kafka what the next play was going to be up in the box.
Give it to him again.
Kafka would give it to DJ through that. That's what I think I think that's the most likely scenario of what, of just kind of seeing how it was, what Justin put together of the clips of when they showed Dable, when they showed Kafka, stuff like that. That's what I think could have been what happened.
Because I'm trying to think now. I don't remember Dable having the call sheet last year.
He didn't. Nope.
I don't remember. And I'm going to bring on another Giants fan, Drew, from the two. Oh God, I don't have my glasses on.
Two giant goofballs.
The Two Giant Goofball podcast. Thanks for coming on, man.
Thanks.
Okay,
how's it going, guys?
We're on this debate right now. And I'm just going to ask you point blank: did Dable call plays in the second half?
I think he used veto power is what I think happened personally. I think he got a lot more input than he usually puts into it. And I think it was collaborative effort. And I think it was kind of like, listen, I'll put it this way. We just talked about it in our show a minute ago here as well. So when it boils down to it, he is basically the head honcho, the manager. He's the guy in charge of everything here.
The end all be all.
Exactly. So I don't care what kind of job you have, whether it be running a store, a company, a team. When you're running something and it's your show, when stuff's not right, to put it nicer than I put it on our show, when stuff's not right, it's your job to right the ship. And I think he said, you know what? This offense isn't right. It's been 6 quarters. We're down 60-0 in these 6 quarters. We're going to have this be a little more collaborative because we need to get DJ out of the pocket. We need to get him more comfortable what's going on. And you're going to have a chance to do what you want.
I can't say that word.
Yeah, you can't say that. It should be HCNC. You know, the head Caucasian. And anyway, go ahead.
No, but I think that's what it was. I think he just was point blank, like, I agree or I disagree, and I think he was using that final veto power.
Yeah. Oh, and TC brings us up great. She said he is held accountable, and they look at him win or lose. I feel like he's wholeheartedly will take the blame for anyone, which he did week 1. Yeah. He did week 1. It isn't going to be blamed for anyone else. Yes, I agree.
Yep.
That's
but the second half kind of looked like what I thought it would look like to start the year. That's what I envisioned. The second half is what I envisioned, though, like how this offense would go this year. Except I want to see Paris Campbell more involved. He has some drop issues, though, right?
I didn't see him drop too many balls. I just saw a lot of negative plays.
Right.
I think he had one play with a negative.
I don't think I expected 62 points in a game. That's for sure.
I'm going to stick by what I think week 1 happened because A, that should have been week number 4 in the preseason to where the starters got more practice playing time. And B, we stepped in against a team whose defense is lights out right now.
Yep.
So, I mean, right now they're starting to pick it up a little bit. We'll see what happens Thursday night. Again, I'm still having an issue with, I don't understand. So if they, all right, so here's my point with Sunday's game. They basically played as good as they did against Dallas in that first half. My problem is whether it be Dable. I mean, again, it all goes on to the team and who's executing and who's not. I don't understand how that switch got turned a whole 180 in a matter of 15
Yeah, no, I don't either.
It
was just amazing. And it was so bad. So Braden says we could have scored 62 points if we played like that the whole game. Facts. Cards.
Was
how
it
you doing?
People being lazy? Was it people like not? And again, it goes back to that one play that I'm never going to get that play out of my head. That totally was not Xavier McKinney. For him to sit on the 1 yard line and wait for Dobbs to get there, and then Dobbs ran him over. Like that was just like, I'm sitting there looking and like, nobody wants to play today.
I honestly think, and I thought this would be an issue during, kind of going into the season. I think maybe they were a little high coming off of last year. I think they got a little pride. I think they got a little, they got hype about themselves and kind of thought, they could go out there and half-ass it and still win. And I think they realized they couldn't. I think that's kind of what happened.
Well, and
to a certain extent.
I'm going to push back a little bit because what did we win last year? Nothing.
One playoff game.
They won.
That's it. We didn't win a division. We got into the divisional round. Okay. But so if we're filling ourselves from that one playoff win, then there's something completely wrong because then our standards are set too low.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to push back a little bit on that.
But their standards were set low going into last year too. Like they had nothing to lose
because we didn't have a standard.
Right.
Okay, we haven't been in the playoffs for 6 years. So of course, the expectation was low. We just got done with the Judd experiment. So, and now
Judge.
we're coming into it's Judge.
Yeah, it's Judge.
Stop it. But so we just
Maybe
got
that's his
done
nickname.
with that.
Who knows?
And right. And so I love Ashley just so much. Every time I just think of her, she's like my
About her,
second wife. I digress. I'm not thinking about the coach.
He loves that movie Double Jeopardy.
Oh, I loved it too when she said, "Yeah, I'm in for murder." The guy was like, "Oh, shit," and if it was me, I'm like, "Oh, that's it, just murder."
That's all.
You're telling me there's a chance. Anyway, so we just got done with a coach that blamed the whole game on a headset, and here we are with a new coach. Don't know, and a new GM. We don't know what our future is about, and so the expectation was just there. It was like, oh, okay, until we beat the Titans, then the expectation rose, and then with each win, we're like, maybe we can make the playoffs.
Well, my thing is this and my expectation last year was, and I don't want to call myself a realist, but my expectation for the Giants last year was, let's just have a better record than the year before.
Yep.
Steps. And, pleasantly surprised we made the playoffs. I don't even look at the beat down we took from the Eagles as it was a beat down. I just look at it as, we got as far as we could. And it was
yeah.
And it was fun while it lasted.
But I don't think that's the issue we had to start this year. I really don't. I think a lot of the issue, to be very frank, is the players were kept in bubble wrap the whole goddamn offseason.
100.
Yeah.
That's why
I really think that's what it is. I mean, we talked about it with the Lions when we had the joint practices about how the Lions were like smacking us in the teeth there, and the Giants were like, "Whoa, what's going on here?" That shouldn't be the reaction. It's football, goddammit. Smack them right back.
Absolutely.
And to be fair, the starters only had one series.
Yeah.
Out of all three preseason games,
with all those new faces.
Well, to go back
one series.
To go back to Gabe's point about the expectations and they're coming off that high and maybe they're just coming off that. My feeling is, if that's how they were doing it, why are there different starters on the field? We didn't lose everybody because they outplayed the guys that were there last year for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
My feeling on that is, no, they're not coming off of a high from last year, because if that's what it was, you're bringing in the majority of the players that you had last year. I mean, don't get me wrong, they have a lot of them, but not every piece is there, because we got 2 rookie DBs starting. We got a bunch of guys on the line. We got John Michael Schmitz, who's been a beast.
Yeah.
I love the kid. But I mean, like, I just can't go by, we're coming off a high. To me, that's Gabe, no offense. It's a crock of shit.
I think for me, it's, and I'm going to say stuff about our fan base. We really need to stop on this, get rid of Jones talk after 1 week against, a team. And now that we saw what Daniel Jones can do. The potential is there. He is top 5 for passing yards in week 2, right? It is what it is. Top 5. All right. Of course, last week he wasn't the only one that played bad last week. Okay. Week 1.
Unless you make a bonehead play, we'll take Matt Dodge, for example, and you do something you're not supposed to do, right? If that's not what's causing you to lose the game, then it's not on one person. It's on everybody on that team, from the head coach down to the punter. Period. You can't blame one person for the whole game. Defense has to back up the offense. The offense has to back up the defense. And next man up. That whole situation. The fact that our fan base sits here and, Daniel Jones, I told you. Everybody's so busy pumping their chests to try and be right. How about we want our team to win? How about we go there?
Yeah.
everything have to be an argument because you want somebody to say you were right or you want to hear yourself say you're right. You know what? I've said it numerous times on Sunday because I was pissed that first half, and I started questioning.
Me too.
Who wasn't?
They're going, was I right? Was I wrong about Daniel Jones? Was this happening? Was that happening? And then by the end of the game, because I was posting on Facebook, I had people jumping down my throat. Oh, I said, you know what? That and the negativity is ridiculous, but it's funny to me. Yeah, and then you get the people that are like, well, how can you say you're a fan? I could say I'm a fan because as pissed off as I was, they won. And that's ultimately what I want them to do. So I can be pissed off. I listen, I lived through my Giants play by play by play, not by what was done in the first half, not why what was done by last week, what's done play by play by play. So if Daniel Jones throws a bad pass or a pass behind somebody, I'm going to go, you stupid ass. And then that's as far as it's going to go till the next dumb play he has.
And for me, it's I almost find myself believing in some of our fan base. For example, I got to give a shout out to Authentic. Okay, he posted on Twitter that he was hearing that Andrew Thomas is not going to play, and because of that, he's anticipating, or he said his expectations weren't high, or we're not going to win the game. I believed him, but I countered. It was like it was a battle within myself. No, that's why they play the game. Don't believe what someone says because they have yet to play the game. But the way the game unfolded, I'm like, damn it. I was mad at myself because he was right at the time. When I heard that Thomas was out for the game, I kind of put my head down and I'm like, fuck, I don't want Authentic to be right. I got a number of love for Authentic. So if y'all want to clip it and send it to him, I don't care. But I didn't want him to be right because I don't want to base a game off of one player. Mm-hmm. And the fact that the way we were playing, I'm like, how can this be? And then comes the second half. We were all, matter of fact, it was so bad. Fans that I was sitting by, Giant fans, when the defense hit the field, they were like, make a tackle. Can somebody tackle somebody? Make a stop. Yeah. And they finally did. Well, the fact that we were coming back, and I'm like, okay, so now for me, I'm just going to have more expectations regarding our team. I expect us to win Thursday. Good, bad, or indifferent, whatever.
Well, I think test, that's for sure.
Say what?
I think it's going to be a test, that's for sure.
It has to be.
Especially because Thomas may very well be out again.
Yeah.
We know Bredesen's going to be out.
Yeah. Well,
that was a big hit he took. He was.
Yeah. But
I will say, with Thomas not there, even though the first half as bad as it was, I saw something in the first half that I didn't see in the Dallas game. Daniel Jones actually had some time. Granted, it wasn't as much time in the second half, but he had time. I think Daniel Jones's weakness is throwing behind guys. Or this pissed me off so bad because I'm telling you right now, he threw a pass to Darius Slayton that if the ball had been led, Slayton would have took that in for a touchdown.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Thing with the Jalen Hyatt pass. If he's got to, I don't know, they got to practice more, but he does underthrow guys a lot. I don't know if anybody caught that.
Yeah.
This year, I feel like more than usual because he used to be very good at the deep ball. That was like his thing. Yeah. But this year, especially that game Sunday, there was definitely 2 or 3 balls that were way underthrown.
Yeah, well, I mean, with the Jalen Hyatt thing, I kind of get it because the kid is blazing fast, and he's got to get used to that, I guess. But again, with Darius Slayton, as much of a relationship as those two have,
I was surprised at that one too.
Yeah, that was a little bothersome.
Yeah, he had to come back to it, and I thought it would be a passing interference, but they didn't call it.
I think he was going for that.
I got to go to the comments real quick. TC said, "Yep, week 1 we didn't give him protection. O-line failed him. Defense made no plays or sacks, and they still haven't had a sack yet. We know what we are capable of. The second half Giants are who we need." Man, that was well said.
I'm a big proprietor of
realistic. LOL, win or loss. They're still your team. Yeah.
I love when, don't get me wrong, everybody loves when a defensive end or a linebacker gets a nice sack. Here's where I'm not having a sack. If you hold that line and you stop the run, I could care less about the sacks, because now you're giving your DBs a chance to do their job. Because even if you're putting on pressure, and this is where I hate that Kayvon Thibodeau gets so much hate. Everybody's, he don't get sacks, he don't get sacks. But nobody wants to look at what he actually does. Nobody wants to look at the double teams he draws. Nobody wants to pressure.
Yeah.
The difference between the sacks and the pressure is about 1/10 of a second. As fans, we got to cut this dude some slack. He's doing everything we ask him, with the exception of a couple sacks, and he's doing fine.
The only thing I have against him on his play overall is I do think he runs past the quarterback. He does run past the quarterback sometimes, and that's one issue I do have. I even saw a couple of runs that Dobbs had. He didn't set the edge. Did I lose you guys?
Are we back now?
I got you back.
Okay, good deal.
The internet disagreed, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's like,
okay, there we go. Yeah, the internet was like, F you, Drew. F you. But go ahead.
No, that was what I was saying. I just think that he can't run past the quarterback like I've seen him do on some of these plays, especially ones that have turned into QB runs at that point. Your job is to not just get to the quarterback, it's to stop people from getting out around you as well. Right. The tackles in the end, they want to push you behind the quarterback. That's one of the things you're taught. It's a technique, and he's falling for it. He is.
That's what I think. He's trying to overcompensate with his speed for power, and I think he needs his power. He needs to learn the bull rush.
He needs to spin inside.
Yeah. I also saw they had him dropping back in coverage quite a few times against Arizona.
Well, you also understand that nowadays your defense are, linebackers as well. And then they pull the linebackers and put them as the defensive ends. So these guys, these linebackers and these defensive ends. So, we've been seeing that a lot over the last few years.
Well, keep in mind, week 1 for the Cardinals, 12 of the 30 passes that Dobbs threw was to a tight end.
Right.
That was a lot of that as well. They really wanted to make sure the tight ends didn't beat us.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially Ertz.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Because what was it? Hollywood Brown got the ball quite a few times this last game. And there was a lot of inside slants too. And I just kept thinking, I'm like, how are we going to stop this? Now, my concern is, and I've said this a couple times on the show tonight, when are the sacks going to come? Because the more we don't sack the quarterback, the less intimidating our defense is. Look, they'll be talking about the Dallas Cowboys and Micah Parsons. Why? Because of disruption of that defensive front that they cause. So now everybody is starting to be a little intimidated by the Dallas front. Not so much with us. And I think we need to have that title as well, just so we can have, so we can make a name for us and we can make a run for the division.
I think you called it, Sneaky. So the point of the part of the big part of why we're not getting sacks is the ball's coming out of the opposite quarterback's hand fast. They're throwing little slant passes. They're throwing little out routes. And once they do that, the DBs aren't getting up enough, because if you look at the first half, even a couple plays in the second half for the defense, like they're giving these guys 10, 15 yards. Like, we got to play up a little bit. You're giving these
inside slant was killing us. Yep. It was killing us, like the skinny posts.
Right. So when you get those little passes and the ball getting out of the quarterback's hands that fast, then that's why you don't have sacks. But there have been spots where, the quarterback holds onto the ball. And like Drew said, you got guys pushing Kayvon up and outside, so he's got to hustle back around. So when you give your quarterback that much time, even if Kayvon got there, it's late.
But it's also, keep in mind, partially the defense that Wink runs. Like, look, I call it the Matt Judon disease, basically. I mean, look at what happened since he left. I got a stats. I pulled them up here just to prove the point here. So they got 4, 8, 7, 9.5, and 6. That was his stats sack wise year by year with the Ravens. Goes to the Patriots, 12.5, 15.5. He's not a different player.
And
It's a
who's
different
this?
system. Matt Judon.
Matthew Judon, yeah.
Oh, okay.
The thing that makes Wink so great is he's an instinct guy. So the plays he calls, they're instinct, but they're also risky. He does a lot of risky calls. Like he'll call a blitz on the oddest freaking plays, and they tend to work more than not.
Yeah.
But with the situation, and again with the rookie DBs, you can do that because they're going to learn regardless. But sometimes you have to pull back on it. But again, that's not who Wink is, and I get that.
Well, let me ask you this, Ant. You said they work. What do you consider a play that works? That an incomplete pass, a sack,
all the above. All the above. It's whatever works.
Yeah.
3 yards or less, I consider a victory.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's true.
It's simple math. 3 times 3 is 9. You're punting.
Right. Exactly.
Right. Right. We got to get some sacks. I mean, it's.
My biggest thing is not even the sacks, it's the turnovers. We don't have a single damn turnover the first 2 weeks.
That's true.
No, we got an interception.
We got an interception, I think.
Yeah,
I think
we got a pick
one
yesterday.
Did we get one? I was looking at the stats before. They said none.
Let me double check.
If I'm not mistaken, I think we got one.
I think we got one. We got it towards the end.
Because I looked at most.
Hold on. No, I checked the turnover score. I could have sworn we got an interception.
Back for a penalty.
Maybe that's what it was.
Oh, you know what? I think you're right.
That's what it was. Yep, that's right. That's what it was.
Yeah.
It was called back by penalty.
Well, no, Arizona. No, we did. No, that's us. I did get called back.
I think Okereke is going to get our first sack. I'm predicting.
Yo,
we need him for those slant routes to smack whoever catches the damn thing to make him think twice.
My thing.
Right? I like Okereke, man. I like him.
It's gonna sound selfish as hell, and I'm okay.
So every time I hear his name, though, I want a carrot cake. That's the problem. I think I need to start getting carrot cakes.
My wife actually says
sounds like it, right?
I need one in my house, like whenever I watch the Giants play. Like can you imagine? Everybody's like, "What are you doing?" Well, I'm having some beers and some carrot cake. It's a Giants thing, okay? It's what we do.
Every time we
frosting.
It's tradition.
It's a tradition. It's a new tradition.
Now
Okay?
y'all making me want some carrot cake right now.
See, listen, dude,
we
you get
keep
some
talking
good
about
carrot
it.
cake with some good cream cheese frosting. It's hard to beat that.
Yeah, that's true.
That's it's got to be the good stuff.
I got a question: raisins or no raisins?
No raisins.
No raisins.
Raisins are
What?
a sin against God.
No raisins.
Here we go. Now we got Sully wanting some carrot cake. Hey, carrot cake.
Drew got us in the mood now. Drew got us in the mood now.
Raisins are a waste of good grapes that could have been better wine.
That's true.
Right.
I'll give you that.
And I'm going to tell you right now, we need to make it a law. You put raisins in potato salad, you need to be shot on the spot.
Nope.
I don't like.
We don't do that.
Potato salad either. Have you had that? That's gross.
What is it?
Apples.
Oh no.
No, I've actually
That's
had that, and I don't like it, but I'll take that over the raisins.
Oh yeah, no, I agree with that.
Yeah, I'll take Mama Boss's potato
Being
salad.
a Florida boy, though, I'll just go ahead and take my good old Publix tub of potato salad. I'm good.
The simplest potato salad is the best. Your Hellman's mayonnaise, your potatoes, a little bit of.
Look, I'm gonna tell you true
Right.
story. I took one spoonful of Mama Boss's potato salad, and I'm like, we getting married. That's it. It's a wrap. It was. I mean, I tell people it's potato salad. That's why we got married.
Now I got to ask you guys a question, and I'm like, obviously, I'm falling out of love with Ojulari. I actually sold my Ojulari jersey over the weekend.
No.
What?
That's it?
Wow.
And you done with him?
That's risky.
Oh, man.
Okay, so you tell me why, and I do have a story to tell you. Tell me why. Go ahead.
Wow.
Because his feelings are hurt. That's that's probably the only thing that's not hurt. Because he's hurt.
Oh my
Dude,
God!
stay on a field.
Jesus.
Oh, my.
Wow.
Like, that's the only thing that's not hurt.
Wow.
Yeah, it's true.
Tell me how you really feel, man.
Seriously. Don't hold back. Don't hold back.
Tell us all.
Oh,
And how does that make you feel?
hold on. Keep going, Ant.
I want to hear this.
In the system right now that I think is going to be huge. But we need to get him signed before the end of the season. Tell me Isaiah ain't a beast.
Shots fired.
I love the kid. Love him. I wanted him when freaking we passed him up in the
I
draft.
wanted the Giants to draft
Yeah,
him. Yo.
I wanted him too.
Way too early for love or falling out of love. It's week 2.
Well, I got
Okay.
to love with somebody because Sorry hurt my feelings.
So
listen,
he was high on him. He was high on him.
Listen, he might buy you some roses or bring you back, a nice piece of carrot cake and some potato salad or something. Like, you never know what's going to happen, okay? It's week 2. This guy was, like, averaging 1 sack per game last year when he's healthy. Let's get him back healthy. Let's see what he does, because we're talking about we need sacks. So guess what? There's no sack fairy coming out of nowhere. Like, it's not going to happen.
So let me
go ahead, Sneaky.
Yeah, I gotta say, and then we're probably gonna wrap it up here in a little bit. I know a lot of people want to get on. I'm sorry, and Dash, I know you've been waiting patiently. I'll need you to come on Thursday.
Dash get first dibs.
So this is the thing. I saw Aziz sitting at the bench, right? And I yelled out to him. I said, "I need to get a selfie. My buddy's a big fan of yours, and I want to piss him off because I'm seeing you and he's not." And he was like, 1 minute, and I never got the selfie.
Yeah, he hurt your feelings now too.
No,
He's breaking feelings left and right.
You know what? To be told, yeah, but I got over him real quick because the amount of people I'd say to come over to take a selfie and the rejection is expected.
But you got some good selfies though, Sneaky.
I did. Oh, and and I'm gonna leave with this. Okay, I'll probably end with this one. Joe Shane. I met Joe again. Got another selfie with him, and I asked him to come over, and he was like, "What do you want?" And he was joking. The way he was saying, he was joking, of course.
Yeah.
And I said to him, I was like, I want to get a selfie. And he was like, don't you already have one? Like, he remembered me from training camp not too long ago. And I said, yeah, but you're such a good looking guy. I need to get another one. And he was just laughing. And I'm laughing too. And now that
is that your new man crush? Is that your new man crush?
I just told another man that he's good looking. So I get hey, I got the selfie. That's all that matters. Okay. I got the selfie. And I'm gonna go home.
I got mine last year at the Jacksonville Jaguars game there.
Carl Banks. There we go.
Yeah. Okay.
Carl Banks after smoking a cigar post game against the Jags game there.
Carl Banks is a big dude.
I was about
tall as hell.
I know you guys don't know my sizes, so I'm 6'7".
Oh wow.
260 pounds. So not exactly a small guy. Don't get me wrong. I'm all height and gut. There's no strength in me whatsoever. I'm not bragging. This ain't me bragging. Like, I got to worry about a good gust of wind here in Florida taking me away. I got to worry about that. Okay. There's not often that I meet somebody, and it's like, what are these people talk about when you're a taller guy or a bigger guy? Is like you meet somebody who's a celebrity, and when you like tower over them, it kind of ruins it to a certain degree. You know what I mean?
Right,
Especially when you meet an athlete,
right?
And you're like, "Hello down there." Like, it's just like, it's weird.
You see Banks, were you looking up at Banks, or you guys were eye level?
So I got maybe about 2 inches height wise on him.
Okay.
But he's definitely got a lot more muscle on me than I do. That's for damn sure. I was just like, I couldn't. And he's got to be, I mean, I'm not looking it up right now. I don't have it in front of me, but he's got to be, what, 60 now at this point? I mean, he played in the mid 80s.
Yeah, but we don't crack. I mean,
no. But I'm saying, what I'm saying is he's still big.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, he's not just like a larger man. He's still big. Like, I would not want to piss him off at a bar.
Right.
Like, if that man tries to squeeze in to get a drink, you go right ahead, sir.
Yeah, here you
Be
go.
my guest. Be my guest.
How big NFL players are is I went to I think it was the Giants Kansas City game when I was younger, and we ended up somehow down in the locker rooms. I don't know if my uncle got passes or what, but I got to meet Jeff Hostetler, and I'm looking at this dude going, "Oh my God, he's a giant!" Like literally. And
he
it
was.
Just blew my mind.
Here we go. Carl Banks is 6'1".
Oh, 61. He's 61.
Oh, he's 61.
Hey, listen, I said 6'5" and 60. I was so close. I was close.
God.
I told you, like he was.
You know, and the funny thing is, when I met him the first time in person, it was the Fan Fest, the last time they did the actual scrimmage. When he shook my hand, it was like his hand wrapped around my hand twice. You remember that that commercial. It was where they did the Heisman thing, where Derrick Henry shook one of the past Heisman Trophy winners' hand, and it was like a baby hand compared to his hand. That's exactly what it was. Because I'm like, oh my, yeah, you're right. If I don't want to get into a fight with a guy. I don't want to get in a fight with anybody, especially not Carl Banks.
No, ex-player.
No. Okay, so I gotta end it, guys. That came on. That's in the backstage.
See if you know what that one is.
I can't see really.
I can't see it either.
You can see the gold jacket.
Oh, is that Woodson?
Dan Hampton.
Oh, good lord.
Dan Hampton. Okay.
Man, hit him a trip in Chicago. Also another very big man, obviously, considering where he played. But he shakes your hand like this. He's got that defensive lineman hand.
Right. Danny, let me hear it one time, man.
All right, fellas, good night, and let's go Giants. Peace.
I appreciate you, brother. Ant, Ant, let me hear it one time, man.
Appreciate you, love you, brother. Drew, it's good to see you again, buddy.
Good to see you, man.
Let's go Giants. Ow.
Love you too. Don't go anywhere. Drew, thank you so much for coming on the show. And
appreciate having me on as always, man.
Always a blast, man. Let me hear one time.
Let's go Giants. Ow!
I appreciate you. Great show. And it's going to the wire. I want to thank everybody that's coming on or that came on that wanted to come on the backstage. I'm sorry I didn't bring you on in time, but it is so good to meet up and talk with everyone and drop some good knowledge on the game that passed a couple days ago. Now, once I do what I'm about to do, it's on to the next one. And I'm going to say this. It's always good to follow your team. Never leave. Always be true, faithful, and dedicated. Because right now, we're earning our stripes, win or loss. And win or loss, I'm going to be right here. Let's go, Giants. Ow!
Is this thing on?
It's your boy, Stefan, a.k.a. SneakyG.
Yeah. Lyrical assassin.
Let's go, Giants.